Hello, welcome to Jacklet of all trades and master of none. Today is March 22nd, the day after spring, and 2021, and I'm going to be transplanting some plants. I'm going to show you the artichoke here. This is the artichoke, how big it's gotten, so we're going to have to transplant that. I have a few, I think it's broccoli in here, This looks like a cabbage to me, and this is a broccoli. So it doesn't matter. We'll switch them into some big pots too, just to get rid of these trays. And I've got the pots ready, right here. So we're going to, I've already watered them. So we're going to just make a big hole. In each of the pots. Now I put a mixture of peat moss and soil in here. And watered them very well. So first of all, we're going to take apart this one, the artichoke. Just get our fingers in there and pull them apart. Now, that's the first one. Actually, there's two babies in there. And the other. Very simple to transplant. Just be careful with the roots. Boy, these are getting pretty big, aren't they? Now, they're all still in the house under a light, and I'm going to show you that shortly as well. I do have a cold frame set up outside, but it only has, I'm going to do the rest of the artichoke before I put those in. It only has plastic on it. So I want to go to a used store, the refit store, or the restore that's called here in Brandon, and buy some old windows. And I have the frame already, but I just put the windows around the frame. Last year I had a lot of problems with gophers. They'd get into my plants and they'd step on the babies and cause a lot of harm to the plants. So I'm gonna outwit them this time, this spring. Gotta be smarter than a little animal. Now I see I'm kind of running out of space, and I do want to get them all into these pots here, because I don't want to have too many pots, because I don't have a lot of room right now to put them anywhere. So I'm going to transplant. Oh, I've got a broccoli, or geez, it's not broccoli, it's parsley. So I'm going to kind of shove it in beside its brother or sister, whoever they happen to be. And they'll grow fine. Oh, look at that little baby. I think I heard it, but it should recover. So okay, the rest are, this is parsley. I'm just going to shove it both into this this flat here, and put it back in the window. I see I had more artichoke than I thought I had. So I'm just going to water them. Like I said before, I've already watered the soil, but this is warm water. And I'm going to give this tray some water too, because I really hurt these babies when I moved them. You're going to hurt the plants. You're going to set them back, but they'll recover like they have before. And now I'm going to take you on a trip to the window there, and I'll show you what the other plants are looking like, and they're looking pretty good right now. Okay, see you in a minute. All right, so this is my plants. These are tomatoes. If you remember, I planted them, gosh, a couple of weeks back. The 4th, I believe it was. So this is how big they are. They're ready for transplant. They're already, if you look, the true leaf is already started. So I've got lots of tomatoes, and I've got everything in front of a window with lights on. Even though I'm doing that, they're still struggling for light. These are the peppers, sweet peppers. On the left side there, I pulled out the things that were growing in there. I believe I had cauliflower and something else. Oh, summer savory. I moved those out. So these are the transplants that I've already done. Parsley over there, and down underneath that light, right in front of the window, that's the summer savory that I've broken apart. This is all the cauliflower, and right over here is rosemary. And here's a mixture of peppers, onions, and dill. If you see the furry or the film, the ferny was the word I'm trying to look for. The fern, some dill seed got caught in there, so I'm going to shortly be transplanting that whole thing into trays as well, so that my my Spanish onions, which those are, will get a good start. Here's some more, broccoli. That's broccoli there. And here's parsley and celery. And there's more. So remember I said you don't want to have too much planted because you have to keep them till the garden is ready, and the garden's not going to be ready for a while. So that's the artichoke that I just planted. And my grandson put some little flowers in there, and I think this tray up over here is his little flowers he started. So next we're going to look at, these are more summer savory that I threw in. So I have to transplant those as well. So next we're going to go take a look at my eggs, I told you about. Today's again the 22nd of March. I started them on the 13th of March. So the chicken eggs, I'm going to open this up shortly, I'll show you. The chicken eggs take 21 days, and I have some turkey eggs in there, and that'll take longer, probably closer to 28 days. So this, I bought this at the farm store. Here's the temperature gauge and humidity. It's hard to really see it, but that humidity has to stay above 51% to 57%, and the temperature has to stay at 37.5. So I'm always watching these babies, checking the temperature and the humidity. Now those little trays inside there with the empty holes, of course, you're supposed to put eggs in there. But I don't want that many eggs this year, or that many chicks. So as soon as I open it up, my humidity falls away very quickly. So I'm just going to do a real fast flash, so you get to see what it looks like. But those little round circles there with no eggs in them, or the ones with the eggs in them, move very slowly back and forth. They're rocking those eggs, just as the mother would periodically move her eggs around in her nest to keep them from drying out in one end and then dying, of course. So you can see there's a little bit of humidity in there, moisture. I put some extra water in, so now it's a little bit humidity is too high. So now we're going to see. So those are the turkey eggs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and combination eggs. If you can see, some eggs are a bit dirty. You cannot wash the eggs when you put them in there. Otherwise, you take the, I'm going to close this now first. Otherwise, you take the protective film off the egg, and bacteria can get in, and then, of course, they'll die. So I'll keep track of this. You'll watch those chicks hatch, and I'll be keeping them in the house for a couple weeks because it's really early. But somehow or other, I got the nudge to do this so early. Usually I don't start them till mid-April, so that's a whole month early, I guess because of the early spring. But anyhow, talk to you soon. So that's about it for now. We'll keep track of everything that I'm doing so that you can see what's happening. It's a warm, sunny day today, and everything's dry as a bone, so you be careful with that water. Don't overuse your water. I've always taught my kids, don't waste water. And I guess this is a year to remember that. Don't waste water, because things are going to start really drying out. And we'll probably have fires, so be careful with what you're doing. Take care of your house, your land, your garden, your grass, whatever you're doing. Keep it trimmed and plowed so that if there is a fire, it's not going to get into your garden or into your house if you have your grass trimmed well. All right, well, so you have a great day. Thank you for coming to see me again at Jacqueline, of all trades, master of none. You have a great day. Bye-bye.